I'm going to ask you this, Doja, keep it real with me too now, man. Do you think the relationship between CP and Blake ultimate I can't even say the word, ultimately caused the lack of success?
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, you get paid to say words, bro. You can't even mess up on camera. Like, this what you do.
Hey, don't you worry about it, though. But you got what I'm saying.
Bro, honestly, I never once, and I was with them for 5 years, I never once seen them two have a blow up. That's what was weird about it. Like, I never once seen them just go at each other. Not in a film session, not in a meeting, none of that. It was more so like, we didn't really like talk about those things. If there was something, it was never like an air out session with them too. It's none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was always like weird, like, damn, because it was never like, oh, that's why they marry each other. That don't work because of that. It was never that. So that's why it was weird. I honestly think personally, to be very honest with you, I think we weren't mentally tough. And I thought, as a group, not any one person. And I thought when adversity hit, we sometimes we went like this. We didn't just come like this. And I think, we had injuries at the wrong time. Bro, there's one stretch in the playoffs. In a 5-minute stretch, we missed our two best players. Blake get hurt. It's important. You can look it up. 5 minutes later, CP gets hurt. They're done for the playoffs. I'm like, what?
God.
Like, yeah, it was stuff like that, bro. Like, it was some weird stuff that happened. Like, weird stuff.
And we know CP, he stayed injured. So, yeah. God damn.
It was tough, bro. It was tough. That was a Lakers shot right there. I ain't even about to get into that with you. Yep. I see how you bringing it.
Speaking of Chris Paul, there's actually a clip. I think it was during the playoffs in 2018. He was on the Rockets and you were with Minnesota. And watching you throughout your career, I don't think I've ever really seen you get too upset during, a game. But it looked like you gave him a little forearm chuck. You stood over him. What was it during that moment that got you that upset? And I also want to know, playing with them and against them, a lot of people, I think Chris Paul rubs a lot of people the wrong way. That's just my view of him. I think a lot of people love him, and I think a lot of people don't like him. But we've seen this guy get into it with chippy little stuff like this with multiple guys around the league. So talk a little bit about that moment, and why do you think Chris Paul's getting into it with multiple people across the league?
Well, the one with me, like you said, I played with him 5 years. So I've seen some of those, back and forth exchanges, and credit to him in this situation. He'll do whatever it takes to win one game, whether cameras is on, whether it's practice, whatever it was. Some of our best battles was when I was on the second team and he in the first team, and we talking shit back and forth to each other, in practice, like really going at it.
Right.
So CP stole on me. He hit me, man. Y'all didn't see it. He got me in the mouth, bro. I'm like, hold up, see, damn. And he didn't even say like, oh, I got you.
You supposed to run, though, ain't
Nah, that's the game I'm talking about. So I got him with a forearm a couple plays later. So he had got me in my mouth. Like he kind of got me. He didn't sock me like that, but he kind of got me in the mouth, forearm in my mouth, or whatever it was. So I was like, oh no, he didn't even say my bad, nothing. So then that's how that happened afterwards.
That's
so
where
I'm
it
like,
started.
nah, that's where it started. Y'all saw the end of it, and then I stood over it. But no, that's my brother, and he's one of the most competitive people I've ever seen in sport. And that's why I think a lot of that is there, because he'll do whatever it takes to win. And I'm not saying he's dirty by any means, but he'll do whatever it takes to win anything, though. Like one time, I'm going to give you a story. One time we were, you know how it is, P, when you come back from All-Star, that first practice usually hard. Not for the guys that's an All-Star, but it's like a harder practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like guys have been off for 5 days, whatever. And so we practiced for 3 hours. And then after that, CP and I stayed for another 2 hours, just shooting spots, one-on-one. It was the first day, and people were like, our trainer, Jason Powell, JP, he was like, man, y'all got to get off the court, bro. Like, we got practice again tomorrow. But that's just what it was with us. But that's my brother. Like, it's nothing but love. And very few people that I've seen in this business, period, love the game as much as he does. And he's one of the greats.
I do see that.
That is where, I'm not the fondest of CP these days, but that's kind of where our fall off came about. You know what I mean? Because people don't know this. Me and CP used to have a great relationship, right? Like, he was the reason I got LASIK. Had a conversation with him. He recommended a eye doctor for me. I went to go see the eye doctor, and I got LASIK, and my eyes have been terrific. But our relationship was up to that level where I could give him a call, like, like, hey, like, my shit is fucked up. And so now, fast forward, we get into I think it was a playoff matchup against Phoenix, or it was a regular season game. Can't remember which one it was, but we get into it. And words was a little You know what I mean? Words was thrown out there that shouldn't be thrown out there between, you know what I mean, two men. And so that kind of just drew the line for me. And I'm one of those, once you're on one side, bro, you stay in there. Yeah. And so absolutely, I get where that competitive nature comes from. I don't know if it's that little man syndrome, but he definitely got that competitive nature.
I was about to say, P, I know for a fact if y'all got into it, just like me and him, and we're good now, but it's over basketball. It has to be something competitive. It would never be nothing all away from the court. Like you said, one of the best people. Family's unbelievable. Mom, dad, brother, everybody.
Y'all got to get back cool, P. He gave you the vision to see. He gave the doctor the call. You got to be back cool with him, man. He gave him the vision.
It was respectable at the moment because I looked up to him. You know what I mean? I'm the type, like, if you are OG to me, like, I'm going to respect that 100%. You know what I mean? I ain't going to never go against. You'll never hear me disrespectful. You'll never hear me call you out your name. Like, if I respect you as an OG, like, you got it 100%. I'm blessing you with that OG. But, you know, if you give me some type of way, I can't respect that.
So it's nothing that if this season, if y'all play each other again, nothing.
It is what it is.
Okay, then it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 5 million members across the country, it is the most fun and exciting way to get in on all the action while you watch your favorite sports and players.
You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. So sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed.
So whether you think Justin Jefferson will continue to get more targets or Justin Herbert passing totals will be a little light this week, Prize Picks has you covered on every option.
Go download the app today and use our code PODCASTP to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. So you can finish the football season by downloading the app today and using our code PODCASTP to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.